Forward to it. We want to turn now to an ABC6 News follow-up. And a Duxbury woman accused of strangling and killing her 3 children before jumping out of her bedroom window is appearing in court earlier this morning. Lindsay Clancy appearing from the Duxbury Hospital to be arraigned on murder charges, where she remains paralyzed from a fall out of her windows after prosecutors say she strangled her 3 kids. Lindsay Clancy arraigned on murder charges Thursday morning from a hospital in Duxbury, where she remains paralyzed after jumping out of a second-floor window after she allegedly killed her 3 kids back in January. Clancy arraigned on 3 counts of murder after being indicted last month in the murder of her 3 children, who were found strangled with workout bands inside the basement of her Duxbury home. Clancy pleading not guilty to all charges.
Intent to murder him, and by such assault and beating did kill and murder said Callan Clancy on offense 003 on the charge of murder. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Earlier this week, unsealed documents revealing Lindsay Clancy had kept a notebook documenting her medication and suicidal thoughts, and allegedly also researched ways to kill.
This woman was a troubled soul. So when the case goes to trial, I believe she has a very, very, very good defense, a very strong case. But we know that she is a danger, as counsel agrees, to herself and perhaps others.
In court Thursday, prosecutors describing the moments leading up to the alleged murder of the 3 kids, ages 5, 3, and 7 months old, including Lindsay checking Apple Maps to determine how long it would take for her husband to get to a restaurant, saying she sent her husband Patrick out to pick up dinner that night, and when he returned, he found his wife outside after she had jumped out of a window, and his 3 children in the basement, who were then rushed to the hospital where all 3 would later die of their injuries.
And in the 911 call, you can hear Patrick Clancy go into the house, go down the basement stairs, because you hear him screaming. And you hear him say, "Dawson and my buddy." And then he goes to the other side of the basement where there's a den. And you hear him find Cora, and he screams, "Baby."
Dr. Karen Towers also speaking at the hearing this morning after meeting with Lindsay Clancy and her handlers at the hospital before the court appearance. Dr. Towers recommending Lindsay should remain in the hospital under psychiatric care. The judge holding Clancy without bail and also agreeing she is an imminent risk of self-harm, ruling she stay in the hospital for an extended period of time under Section 18A of Massachusetts law. Yanni Trigelis, ABC6 News.